Hello students, today we will begin with Unit 5 Metal Corrosion, its Prevention and Electrochemistry, Lecture 1. This chapter or this unit is divided into two halves. First half deals with metal corrosion, its prevention methods, different types of corrosion, the mechanism, factors affecting corrosion and corrosion preventive methods. Second half of this unit deals with electrochemistry, definition of some important terms, mechanism of electrolysis and its applications, if electrochemical cells, construction and working of Daniell cell, Faraday's first law and second law of electrolysis. Now, before we talk about corrosion, we know that metals occur in nature in the form of their compounds, that is oxides, carbonates, sulfates, chlorides, which are reduced to their elemental form by metallurgical process. Then these metals are then put to service in the form of machineries or designs or structures. And there the metal surface gets exposed to the atmosphere. And different metals decay more or less rapidly when it comes in contact with the gaseous or liquid medium surrounding it, and the destruction of metal begins. The decay of metal is due to the chemical or electrochemical reaction between the metal and the gases present in the atmosphere, or when metal comes in contact with the liquids or solution. So here we can define corrosion as any process of chemical or electrochemical decay or destruction of a metal due to the action of surrounding medium is called as corrosion. The common example of corrosion is rusting of iron, formation of green film on copper. In this image, you can see the rusting of iron shown. When we talk about the magnitude of corrosion problems, basically corrosion is a slow process and it is a surface phenomenon. It does not take place so rapidly. So corrosion is a slow process, but the losses resulting from it are uneconomical due to some reasons that we will learn now. The loss or damage resulting from corrosion cannot be measured by the cost of the metal alone, but also the high cost of its fabrication into machine tools or structure and the extraction of metal from their ores. Besides, the corrosion also causes a considerable reduction in the life of machinery structure. So the life of machinery gets reduced and also the maintenance cost of the machines increases. And the consequent defects in the machinery may cause casualties and injuries to the workers. Moreover, repairing of damaged parts of machinery is costly. The other dangerous effects may be that of weakening of metallic structures such as bridges, boilers, etc., and the introduction of metallic poisons into water and foodstuff. In India, it causes about 200 crores of rupees annually. So every year the losses due to corrosion of metals amount in crores of rupees. That is why nowadays scientists from all over the world are focusing uh, on the minimization of corrosion, due to which the metals can be protected. Corrosion occurs in many ways depending upon the attack of the metal by the surrounding medium. Basically, there are main two types of corrosion. One is dry or chemical corrosion, and second is wet or electrochemical corrosion. Dry corrosion is also called as atmospheric corrosion or direct chemical corrosion, which involves direct attack of dry gases from the air on the metal surface through the chemical reactions. As a result, an oxide layer is formed all over the surface, which is not a commonly observed corrosion type. Second type is wet corrosion or electrochemical corrosion or immersed corrosion, which involves direct attack of aqueous media, strong or dilute, it may be acidic or alkaline, on metal through electrochemical reactions. The moisture and oxygen are also responsible for this type of corrosion. This type of corrosion is quite commonly observed. Let us know about the first type of corrosion, that is direct dry corrosion, direct chemical corrosion, or atmospheric corrosion. A corrosion which is brought about by the atmospheric conditions is called dry corrosion or direct chemical corrosion or atmospheric corrosion. There are two main types of dry corrosion. One, corrosion due to oxygen, which is also called as oxidation corrosion, in which the corrosion is brought about by the direct action of oxygen on the metal surface. Here, in the reaction, it is shown the metal atom is attacked by the atmospheric oxygen, forming metal oxide film on the surface of the metal. The other type of dry corrosion is corrosion due to other gases. It is brought about by the action of other gases like hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, vapors of acids near the industrial area. So whatever is present other than oxygen may cause corrosion due to other gases. Let us know about the mechanism of oxidation corrosion. This oxidation corrosion occurs due to the direct chemical action of atmospheric oxygen on the metal surface, forming metal oxide. It also occurs in the absence of moisture and increases with increase in temperature. The mechanism of oxidation corrosion can be explained as when the metal surface is exposed to atmospheric oxygen, it gets oxidized due to the loss of electrons. Okay, so metal atom loses electrons from its outer shell and gets converted into metal cation. Positive metal cation is formed due to loss of electrons, and the oxygen present in the atmosphere accepts those electrons lost by the metal atom and gets converted into oxide anion, that is negative ion, by the gain of electrons. These metal plus oxygen, when come in contact with each other, they form positive and negative ions, and both of these ions carrying equal and opposite charges combine together to form a corrosion product called as MO, that is metal oxide film formed on the metal surface. The nature of the oxide film formed on the surface of the metal plays an important role in further oxidation corrosion process. The film so produced can be classified into three types as stable, unstable, and volatile. Stable film consists of fine grained structure which is tightly adhering and impervious in nature and hence behaves as a protective coating, thereby protecting the metal surface from the surrounding atmosphere. Consequently, further oxidation corrosion is prevented. Example, aluminium, tin, lead, copper, etc. form stable oxide layer on the surface, thus preventing further oxidation. Now, whether the stable layer will be protective or non-protective, it depends on the film being porous and non-porous. If the stable oxide film formed is porous, then it acts as a non-protective. If the film form is non-porous, then it acts as protective coating. Porous layer, which is also called as non-protective. This type of film is observed on the surface of alkali and alkaline earth metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, which forms oxides of volume less than the volume of the metals. In this case, volume of the oxide layer is less than the volume of the metal. The oxide layer is porous and hence non-protective. It contains pores and cracks. In such a case, the atmospheric oxygen has access to the underlying surface of the metal through the pores or cracks of the layer. Thereby, corrosion continues until the entire metal is converted to its oxide. So, stable porous oxide layer is called as non-protective layer. If the stable film is non-porous layer, then it is called as protective layer. In this case, the metals like aluminium forms oxide whose volume is greater than the volume of the metal. Hence, this non-porous layer does not contain pores or cracks, and this oxide film is extremely adherent and non-porous, which acts as a protective coating on the metal surface. Example, aluminium, tin, copper, lead forms non-porous, tightly adhering, stable protective oxide film, which stops the further corrosion of the metal. Second layer is unstable layer. When the oxide film is unstable, it decomposes back into metal and oxygen as soon as it is formed. Metal oxide film form, it decomposes back to metal and oxygen again. Consequently, oxidation corrosion is not possible in such cases. Therefore, corrosion is not possible in case of noble metals like silver, gold, and platinum. The net effect of corrosion in case of noble metals is zero. Third type of layer is volatile film or volatile layer. The oxide layer formed is volatile in nature and evaporates as soon as it is formed, thereby leaving the underlying metal surface exposed for further attack. This causes rapid, continuous corrosion, leading to excessive corrosion. Example, molybdenum metal forms volatile molybdenum oxide layer. Once this layer is formed on the surface of the metal, due to the attack of atmospheric oxygen, the film vaporizes into the atmosphere and the fresh metal surface gets exposed to the atmospheric oxygen for further attack, and the rapid corrosion continues in this type of oxide film. Hence, amongst the unstable, and volatile layer, the rate of corrosion is the fastest in case of volatile layer. Thank you.